So our second 30% water change. The duckweed's nearly all eaten. When we top this up again now with some fresh water, we'll add some more duckweed from our little 50-litre shrimp tank. I've taken out 2 dishes. We've taken out about 20 litres or so. And we're going to replace that water now. We're not going to clean the filter for another couple of weeks at least. No sign of the filter slowing down, so it's not clogged or dirty as yet, so we're just going to leave it for the moment. And adding our top up water with our tried and tested system. We have a rock with a little airline tube attached to it, and we add the water slowly through an airline tube. This way it doesn't disturb the substrate. It acclimatises the fish to any change in conditions or temperature drops as it's going in slowly. While that's siphoning in, we'll empty this dish. We'll fill it up with dechlorinated tap water. And then when this one's nearly empty, we'll pour the dish into this one. Save swapping them over and starting the siphon again. It's the way we normally do it. And that's it, folks. Simple, easy 5-10 minute water change on your goldfish, your little goldfish aquarium, without disturbing the substrate or the fishes. As I say, we will add some more duckweed from our little shrimp tank once this is topped up, ready to go. So we're just going to add this duckweed now. Our tank's topped up again, and our little fishes are happy. So we're just going to stick in this duckweed over here in this corner. And hopefully you'll have all that yet. By the time it's ready to do another water change in a couple of weeks, then we may clean out our sponge filter. We'll see how it's going then. So that's it, folks. Our second 30% water change done. Hey presto, all good in our little goldfish cube. We're coming up to 4 weeks or more, so this is about a month since we got the goldfish. And we're going to clean out our sponge filter today for the first time since we set up this little tank. We're going to do our normal 2 weekly water change, 30%. I think we're going to remove some of the water lettuce. It's getting a bit congested on the surface of the tank. We may remove about half of it, leave some of the bigger plants in there. And we're going to clean out our sponge filter. So that's it, folks. Let's crack on. We're not going to vacuum our sand, we're just going to clean our sponge filter. If we start trying to vacuum our sand, it's just going to end up all being vacuumed out eventually. If it gets very dirty, we will use a net to stir it up and then scoop out some of the detritus or mulm with a net if we think it needs it, but at the moment it doesn't. So our deep sand substrate should cope with a lot of the dirt from the goldfish anyway. It should absorb a lot of it and turn it into suitable food for the plants. It's hard to tell whether the goldfish have grew much. Once you're looking at fish every day, it's very hard to see the difference in the growth. You have to kind of make a little video of when you got them and then compare it to a video now, but they have grown. Still a bit of duckweed in this tank, so we'll kind of not nearly overshot the mark there talking. So that's our 30% water out. We'll just grab our sponge filter, give it a bit of a clean in the dishes of water that I've taken out. That's our sponge filter out. Just give it a gentle squeeze in the water you take out. Clean the most of it out in one dish. Nice earthy smell should be coming off your sponge filter as you're cleaning it. It shouldn't smell foul, or it should smell nice and earthy. It's not too bad considering this is the first time that I've cleaned this in a month. Final rinse in the cleaner water. Stick it back onto our centerpiece. That's that done. Put our sponge filter back together. Try and clear some of our plants out of the way. Get it nicely back into the corner again. That's that done. Now, get rid of your dishes of water. Which is very good for house plants or watering your garden or whatever. And we'll just get set up for putting our water in. We do have this conveniently located piece of board which we set across our tank. That's 1 tub of dechlorinated water. We're going to use our normal piece of sandstone with an air line attached to it with some rubberized tape, and we're going to sit that in the lowest corner, and we're going to start a siphon, put our dechlorinated tap water in. The reason we're doing it this way is so it's not disturbing the substrate, and it's also not shocking the plants or the fish or the snails that's in there, but mainly so we're not disturbing the sand substrate and it splashing everywhere. We are just going to shove this over a bit so we can take out some of this water lettuce while that water is going in. We're going to leave some of the bigger ones, try and take out some of the smaller ones. We're just literally picking them off. We will leave 1 or 2 smaller ones to replenish any of the big ones that might die off. So we're going to leave 3 big ones or bigger ones and 3 smaller ones. We'll go with 4, I think. Some nice young plants. There's another good big one. We'll get rid of the rest. That's that. Maybe we'll get rid of that big one as well. We'll just leave the 2 big ones. A couple of smaller ones. Our jungle vallisneris has grown quite well in this tank. It's it won't be long before it needs a trimming. So that's the amount of water lettuce we took out. We left 2 big plants and 3 smaller plants. We are now going to put in some duckweed. So the goldfish can eat some duckweed. We're going to take the duckweed out of our shrimp tank. So that's our duckweed from our shrimp tank. We're just going to float that in on the surface, wherever it goes. The goldfish will eat this quite quickly. So, as well as that, it uses up some nutrients and stuff. So, it's quite a good food for the goldfish. It also deters them from eating the plants as much when they have plenty of duckweed to eat, which is always an added bonus. So that's it, folks. We're just going to let our tank fill up nice and slowly, and we'll do another video in 2 weeks' time when we do another water change. Bye for now. So that's that for another 2 weeks. Our water lettuce largely removed except for a couple of big bits. Our duckweeds added. Our sponge filters cleaned out. Bubbling away nicely. We haven't upset our sand substrate. We haven't shocked our goldfish. So that's us for another couple of weeks, folks. Another 2 weekly, bi-weekly, whatever you like to call it, 30% water change. So we have our 30% taken out. We did do a little bit of siphoning of the sand this time. Give the sand a wee freshen up. Our little goldfish are doing lovely. No bother to them in their little planted aquarium. Still a bit of duckweed in here. The Java moss or Java fern seems to be failing a little bit. Don't know why. Our water lettuce hasn't done much either, so maybe now with the cooler weather it's not going to really grow that much, but maybe the goldfish are eating the little tiny plantlets. I don't know. Our alodia is going great. They don't seem to be eating much of the alodia. And our Vallisneris is doing okay too, so it's all planted in the back here. You can't really see it, but it's doing quite good. Plenty of good long leaves on it for the short time it's been in here, but anyway, that's it. Our goldfish are quite happy in our 100-odd litre cube for the time being. Budget goldfish in a budget planted aquarium. Couldn't beat it with a big stick, no heaters, no nothing. Bog standard light, cheap substrate. Potting compost and sand. Couple of cheap fish out of Pets at Home there. Lovely little tank. Great setup for a beginner. Water in, substrate in, water in, plants in, fish in. No cycling, no messing, no nothing. I think this is 6 weeks now we have them. I will check and put it in the title.